just talking about the stage where I am and what I've been able to do in my first year flipping land, that I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna close to 250,000 on my first year flipping land. And for me, like a guy that comes from Peru, for me that's something like I couldn't even fathom. A couple of years ago I was a busser on a restaurant, and I worked my way up, working hard, and now I'm pretty sure that this is just the beginning, and I have so many things to keep scaling my business, to keep learning, and I'm pretty excited for the future because I only doing text blasting. I don't even have tried PPC for land. I haven't tried mail marketing. Those are the kind of stuff that even in land is the most famous way to do land investing is through mailers. That's the most old-fashioned way that most of the land investors till today they do it that way. And I'm doing it just with text blasting. So I want to hire a BA to help me to respond to texts, and I want to concentrate myself in more high level.
I got to hook up on some VAs so we can talk after the show.
That's for sure something that I'm planning, and yeah.
And I'm actually gonna want to reiterate what you said for the audience listening, because I remember when I first got into real estate, you go to some meetups, and there's always like a couple superstars in the room that are like, oh yeah, I have 30 something rentals, or like, oh, I'm in a bunch of apartments and have 600 doors. Or, oh man, I'm killing it as a flipper. I'm flipping like 2-3 houses a month, and you're like thinking like, oh my God, this dude's like doing 20-30 houses a year. I'm just trying to get my first deal. And what's amazing is, everybody who's doing that had their first deal, like everybody started somewhere. Usually no one comes out of the gate unless honestly, if you come out of the gate where you're capable of doing that many deals, you probably came from another successful venture before real estate. Most people can't just rip it up like that. But the people that do are the people that just keep working. And all of a sudden, because I remember how it kind of happened for me is like, I was thinking, oh, I'm just doing a deal, or I'm just doing 1 or 2 deals a year. I'm just doing 3. But then it was like, I remember talking to my partner at the end of last year. We're like, oh, we did 17 transactions last year. And it was kind of like, who is this guy?
It can snowball pretty fast,